to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of my friends around the world. Listen, it's a cold day here in Gwinnett County, y'all. Let me tell you something. It's chilly today, like for real. Like I went out this morning, it's 42 degrees. It's only going to get up to a high of 54. Yet now I know my friends in Jersey going, Audrey, that's not cold. But for Georgia, y'all, that's cold. So today is cold, and it's crazy because I love the fresh air. So I have the window open in my office, but I am freezing, and I forgot to put my jacket on before I started the show. So during the commercial, during the song break, I'm going to find my jacket and put it on. But it's beautiful. It's a beautiful, crisp fall day, which I ain't complaining because I like it. This is my type of weather. I don't like being super cold, so I can just throw on a sweater right now and be fine. Or turn the heat up just a little bit and be fine. Or just freaking close the window and be fine. It's when it's super hot that I can't deal with that heat. The heat drains me. I know for some people it energizes them, not me. The heat actually drains me. It just sucks me dry. So anyway, beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. Hope you're having a good start to your day. It's Tuesday, October the 18th. Yep, this month is almost over. Time does not wait for anyone. Not a soul, not one person. It's also International Legging Day. So if you like leggings, it's International Legging Day. National Chocolate Cupcake Day. I know some of you going to listen, Audrey. Chocolate cupcakes are every day for me. Listen, don't let it be every day for you. Don't it's going to pile up like you don't want it to pile up. Listen, I'm fighting pile up right now. So you don't want to have any pile ups on you. So don't eat too many chocolate cupcakes today, right? Because you don't want to have a national pile up. So don't do that. It's also National Exascale Day. I have no idea what that means. Exascale Day. It's National No Bread Day. Okay, so seriously, no beard day. So if you have a beard and you want to shave it off today, yes, National No Beard Day. Here's the thing. I'm a beard lover, so I like beard. So I would definitely not have my husband celebrate that holiday because that's not. I've never seen my. You know what? 22 years, I've never seen my husband without a beard. Because I like beards. So I let it be known right out the gate. Yeah, I like beards. I think beards are sexy. So I've never seen my husband without a beard in the 22 years we've been together. And I just thought about that. But I think all of the guys I've dated, I like beards, so they wore beards. Which is kind of funny because they all have. I think the only person who tried to wear a beard, his just didn't grow right, was one of my exes. His just didn't grow in. Like it grew to the chin, but right on the sides, it wouldn't grow. It was crazy. It would not grow. But all the guys that I've dated, yeah, I said I like beards, and they've always had a beard. I've never seen them without beards. So my husband and I have been together 22 years, never seen him without his beard, which is a great thing because I think beards are sexy. So he wears beard, that's sexy. All right, it's also National Pro-Life Day of Silent Solidarity. Pro-Life Day of Silent Solidarity, and it's also National Pharmacy Technician Day. So if you go by the pharmacy, show your technician some love. I know you're in the line, you're waiting too long, you don't feel like showing them love, but show them some love, y'all, because here's the thing. So many people have to go to the pharmacy and get medicine, and they are just probably swamped. Like, that's why when I go to the pharmacy, I never get really upset because I just know that those people are doing the best they can. Right? They're doing the best they can to get the job done. A lot of times they're shorthanded. Somebody called out, so you got two people trying to run the window, fix the medicine, run the drive-through. I understand that. So when you go to the pharmacy today, I know you're in a bad mood because you got to be out there. Then you got to go to the pharmacy and wait. Show your pharmacy tech some love. Just say, hey, I hope you're having a nice day, because chances are somebody gonna say something horrible to them today because of what they probably really can't control. So show them some love today. I know, because I go to that pharmacy line. I hate going to the pharmacy. It's like getting on 85 for me. It's like, oh my God, the line is long. And what I found out, because I actually got out of the line one time. I was in the pharmacy line, and I stood there for so long. I said, I'm just going to go inside because it's got to be quicker than this. It was no quicker. And the reason it wasn't any quicker was because the person that was running the drive-through was also running the counter. Because the person that was actually the pharmacist who's actually getting the medicine together could not stop to get the medicine together because they had to get the medicine together. So it was one person running the window and the pharmacy, the same person. So she was going between, it was a guy, he was going from the window to the counter. So he'd serve one person at the window, then he'd go serve one person at the counter. And what was crazy about that, the problem about serving people at the counter is that people don't just come in there to pick their prescriptions up. They have a whole bunch of stuff that they need to pay for too at the counter. So now you got to find a prescription. And he was doing both. So he was taking prescriptions, he was pulling prescriptions, he was doing a lot. So when I went inside, that's why I say show your pharmacy tech some love, because once I realized this poor person is probably just burnt out and tired at this point, so I'm not going to even give him grief. I'm just going to sit my little self down. And that's what I did. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to sit down here and wait till my turn. And that's what I did. You know, pull your phone out, get on TikTok and laugh. Because even when you're having the worst of day, go to TikTok, y'all. You gonna laugh. I got something annoyed me so bad last night, right? And I realized I'm annoyed right now. So let me just go to TikTok, because TikTok is gonna make me laugh. And sure enough, it just as sure as I'm talking to you, and I'm smiling because I was doing something on my computer. I was checking out something. When I looked at it, and I wish I hadn't even looked at it, right? I got out the bed to look at it, which was crazy. If I had just stayed in the bed, I would have been fine. But I got out the bed to check something. When I checked it, I was reminded of how bad the situation was, and I just instantly got annoyed. And then I went back to get in the bed, and I'm annoyed. But I was like, you know what? I don't want to stay annoyed, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at TikTok. And as soon as I started to look at TikTok, which I looked at it for about 15 minutes, I was cracking up, forgot about what was annoying to me, watched my favorite TV show on Monday nights, which comes on at 10 o'clock, and then I went to sleep. And so I was like, so if you're in the line at the pharmacy and you have to wait and you're annoyed, watch TikTok. Because somebody on TikTok is doing something stupid. So just watch TikTok and laugh until you get to the window. Laugh until it's your turn. That's all I'm saying. Because I'm smiling right now. I don't know if you guys can feel my smile through the microphone. But that junk cracks me up because there's somebody on there that's outrageous. Or you got the people on there doing all the dance challenges. So it makes you smile. So I find that helps me a lot. And it helped me last night because I could have really went to bed in a bad mood, but I didn't. I was like, I'm going to watch TikTok. And I laughed a while, and then I watched my show. All right, let's keep this show rolling. Let's get on with these horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. We're going to kick this thing. Today is Tuesday, October the 18th, and we're going to kick it off like we always do, and that is with Aries. Get involved in the activities of children. You may find it difficult to communicate. Calm down and take a step back. Sometimes you just have to calm down for a second and take a step back. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I did last night. I'm telling y'all, I was so annoyed when I got up from my computer. I was like, I just looked at it, and I just should have not have looked at it. That's what I shouldn't have done. I just looked at the situation like, ugh, that is just awful right there, right? And nothing I could do about it. You know, I'm just looking at it, but it just instantly turned my stomach to sickness, and I was like, ugh, right? And then I was like in a bad mood for like a minute, and I was like, let me turn TikTok on, and turn TikTok on. So sometimes you just have to step back for a second, just calm down and step back and regroup and find that thing that's going to put you back in the space that you want to be in. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we just let bad stuff consume us, and it just takes over our life and it paralyzes us. We can't do anything. We're mad, we're angry, we're upset, we're anxious, we're having all these issues going on, we're stressed out. Calm down, Aries. Take a step back. Get a new vision of what the situation is and come up with a solution. That's the thing. See, I looked at that situation, and there was nothing I personally could do about it. It wasn't my situation. Wasn't nothing I could do about it. So I was like, okay, instead of you being annoyed about that, find something that's gonna make you laugh and put you back in your happy place, because it's not your situation to deal with. It's nothing you can do about it. It's a hot mess, so let it go. But it didn't stop me from feeling disgusted, right? It didn't, even though it's not my situation. It didn't stop me from looking at the situation and feeling totally disgusted and just like, ugh, right? So I just took a step back, turned on TikTok, and laughed for a minute. So that's what you gotta do, Aries. Taurus, you may find that your quick wit and charm will help you in obtaining allies. Residential moves will also be advantageous for all concerned. Don't be too eager to give a piece of your mind or even your opinion today. Taurus, I know you want to give them a piece of your mind, but not today. Keep your opinions and your piece of your mind to yourself. It's not for you to do today. They don't want your opinion. They don't want your advice today. So just sit back and let them do their thing. They don't want to hear from you today. I know it's burning your soul not to say what you want to say, but it's not for you to say today. Gemini, there will be difficulties if you spend too much. You would be best to work late in order to avoid such disharmony. This would not be the day to lend money to friends or family. All right, listen, keep your money in your pocket today. And here's the thing. Something is going on where it's going to cause you disharmony, right? But now you want, so what they're saying, what the stars are saying to you, just work a little later. Let the disharmony pass because you're at work, right? But you know what? See, I feel like a lot of people already do that. I feel like a lot of people work to avoid situations. I really do. I feel like they will work their fingers to the bone because of what their situation is. And they feel like if I work, I just don't have to deal with it. And you don't. But here's the other thing. Life just passes you by. So while you are trying to avoid the situations because you don't want to have disharmony or you don't want to face it, life is passing you by. What are you missing? And I get what the stars are saying today, because sometimes it's better to just work than to face that situation. I do it too sometimes, but I don't do it as often. Because I realize if I have a situation, I need to talk about it. When I stop talking about it, that means I don't care anymore. That's not a good place for me to be in. So, you can work late to avoid such disharmony, but is that going to fix the situation? You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to avoid it. It's there. It doesn't mean it's going to go away. And trust me, when people stop talking about situations, they don't care anymore. And you might want to ask yourself, why is that? And you might want to ask yourself, where do you stand if they're not talking about it anymore? Because that's a big thing. If there's something going on, Gemini, and the talking has stopped, that's a problem. And you may not think it's a problem. You may think, okay, they forgot about it. Nah, they ain't forget about it. They don't care anymore. And you might want to ask yourself, why is that? I'm just trying to tell you what I know, baby. I'm just trying to tell you what I know. And in the meantime, don't lend nobody nothing today. Not one thing cent. Not one red dime, as they can say. Don't lend them a penny. Not today. Cancer, get ready to discover love, passion, and the desire to enjoy all that life has to offer. Sudden good fortune will help you cover your debts. Attend trade shows that will allow you to look at new products. I know you saying, yes, sitting on that good fortune. I get it, Cancer. Everybody like a sudden good fortune. Hey, especially when it's going to help you pay off debts. I'm wishing you all the best today, Cancer. Good luck and blessings, because I know you want it. In the meantime, get ready to discover love, passion, and the desire that to enjoy all that life has to offer. Cancer, you got a good horoscope today. You got love coming, passion going, everything that life has to offer, good fortune. Woo, you got a great one today. Yes, I love it. I love it. Leo, difficulties will result if you have to deal with controversial groups today. Do not invest in ventures that appear to be lucrative. Do not. They appear to be lucrative. Don't offer to pay for others. Keep your money in your pocket today. Do not invest in, listen, they appear. The key word there, Leo, is appear. That they appear to be lucrative. That does not mean they're lucrative. They just look like they are. So the stars are telling you to keep your money in your pocket today and don't pay for other folks either. Don't do any of that. All right? Virgo, you will have an inaccurate assessment of your status in society. Discrimination will be in order. Control your temper when dealing with your emotional partner. You can raise your standard of living if you pick up some freelance work on the side. Here's the thing. What's your standard of living? Are you happy where you are, Virgo? Do you want to raise your standard of living? You got to make some extra cash for that. I'm always looking at ways to raise my standard of living. And here's the thing. I'm not very flashy. Not at all. I'm probably the least flashiest person. But the way I want to live is the way I want to live. And I got my dream house in my head. I was writing it down the other day. I have this dream house in my head. It's amazing, y'all. It looks like a small oasis, right? I don't need a big house anymore. I used to want this huge, gargantuous house because, I felt like everybody was going to live there with me. And they were for a second. We had a big, gargantuous house. And everybody moved out and left me. So I don't need a big, huge, gargantuous house. However, I do want this place of serenity. and it's in my mind, and I see it every day because it's there, and I just see what I want. I want a real wood burning fireplace or a fire pit. I'll take either one. You know, what that burns real wood, like you smell the wood burning. That kind of fireplace, not that fake junk that's in everybody's house. I don't want that. That's not real. Like, that doesn't turn me on at all. I've been out here 9 years. I've never turned the fireplace on because it's fake. So I'm not. I think my daughter did turn the one on downstairs like last winter because she was cold sitting downstairs, and I was like, well, there's a fireplace over there. And she's like, oh, that's right, because we never use it because it's fake. I want a real wood burning something, whether it be a fireplace or a fire pit. So I got this dream in my mind about the things I want. That's what you got to do. If you want better, Virgo, you got to do better. You know what I'm saying? You got to put yourself out there. You got to find the extra cash to get it done. All right, I'm going to go to the song. I'll be right back after the song to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. Stay tuned.
7 days and 7 hours since I last heard your voice. I know that you felt like you didn't have the choice, and I don't blame you. No, I don't blame you. I know I've been a fool, but baby, believe me when I say to you, yeah, yeah, you can change your mind, change your mind, stay by my side, 'cause baby, I need you, change your mind, yeah, change your mind, make you stay by my side.
Welcome back. It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney bringing you the daily horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. We're going to pick it up with Libra. You will be looking for creative ways to make a little extra cash. You can make the most headway if you put in some overtime. Real estate investments could be prosperous. All right, you looking for some way? Listen, you want to make some extra cash? It's so many ways, y'all. So let me tell you, I've been thinking about starting a store. I kind of, an online store because I want to create this form of passive income. And then I started to do it, and it was like, oh my God, it's gonna be so much work. Like I really don't have the time. But then I figured out a way to make it happen where it won't take me so much time, and that's what I'm going to do. Because at first, after that, I was like, I can't do this. I'm not going to have time to do this. However, you know me, I have to find a solution. So I found a solution to my problem, and I'm going to launch my store. I'll tell y'all about it probably next week because it'll be finished. And I got this other thing that I'm working on that's pretty big, so keep your fingers crossed on that. I got 2 things that I'm working on that's pretty large. Haven't told anybody. I'm a little bit excited. I don't want, you don't want to tell stuff until it happens. Sometimes you just don't want the bad energy. Not that people are going to give you bad energy, but they could. And so you kind of just keep it to yourself for a minute. I found what made me start to do that, keep stuff to myself, when I realized people was keeping stuff from me. Like when I realized people weren't sharing things with me, and I'm thinking, that's been going on in your life, and I haven't heard anything about it because I'm a sharer. So I'm always, I'm doing this, and my brother has always told me, stop sharing, right? And I was like, nah, people, he's like, don't do it. He used to always tell me that. But I'm a sharer, so I like to share the good stuff. But I realized people would be doing stuff, and I would know nothing about it till it was done. Like, they weren't sharing with me. So I was like, maybe I shouldn't share until it's ready. So right now, I just decided some of the things I'm not sharing until they're ready. And my store is one of them. So the store, so I'm telling you, I am starting a store. I'm just not telling you what it is. But anyway, I said all that to say, Libra, please, there are so many opportunities out there. Just pick one. Can you write? Because people need copywriters. Can you draw? People need illustrators. Can you bake a cake? Somebody needs some cookies. Can you do online marketing? Somebody needs that. Can you paint a house? Somebody needs that. Can you paint a room? Somebody needs that. Can you clean a carpet? Somebody needs you, Libra. Somebody needs you. If you're looking to make some extra cash, somebody out there needs what you got to offer. Can you teach somebody how to do a resume? They need you. I have a friend. She does resume audits for $125 an audit. She put a gig up on Fiverr, and she does resume audits. All she do is look at your resume, because what happened was she used to work for the government. And so she kind of knew what the government was looking for. So she does resume audits. She put it on Fiverr. And so she will audit your resume. Because here's the thing. If you're going to get a job with anybody making 6 figures, like upper 5, like the high 5 to 6 figures, and you can't spend $125 to get a resume audit just so you can get the job that you want, then why even bother? So she knew that people wanted to get into the government. She knew what they were looking for. She helped them understand the language. She would do resume audits for $125. Yep. So listen, think about that. Are you in HR and you're just looking to make some extra cash? Do some audits. It's so many ways to make money right now, Libra. So many. Just pick one. Now, what I will say, yes, there are so many ways, but yes, and today is Talk Business Tuesday, right? There are so many ways to make money. And maybe I'll talk about that in the second half of the show. There are a lot of ways to make money. We'll talk about some of the ways you can make some money and some of the things you may have to do to get that started, okay? So in the second part of the show, I'm going to talk about business because it is Talk Business Tuesday. I forgot about that. Let me keep this ball rolling so I can talk about it. Scorpio, your pilgrimage may end up being fruitless. You should include children in your activities. Someone may be trying to take advantage of you. Watch your back, Scorpio. Somebody's trying to take advantage of you. And that person is right in your face. It's somebody you probably would never suspect. So watch yourself. Sagittarius, travel will be on your mind, but you should be sure that you've got all your work up to date. Try not to spend too much on children or entertainment. Romance may be likely if you do travel. Okay, so travel is on your mind. You want to go somewhere, and guess what? You might find your romantic partner, Sag. They're out there waiting for you on the roadway. Yeah, somewhere out there on the highway. Love on the highways, the byways, and the flyways. Yes. Capricorn, don't say things that could be damaging later. Cut loose. All right, what does that mean? Cut loose. Don't go overboard. Start small and work towards building it up slowly. Plan your day thoughtfully, but try not to rely on others. All right, start small. Don't do like me, Capricorn. I start everything big. everything. And this sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's not. Even with my show, this show, if you saw the blueprint for this show, you'd be like, oh my God, like when do you plan on accomplishing all of that? In the next 12 months is what I'm going to say to you. And it is a blueprint. And I do plan on accomplishing every bit of it in the next 12 months. And with my store, the blueprint is just as big, y'all. Just as big. And guess what? I plan on doing the same thing with that in the next 12 months. Aquarius, look into ways to make your home more comfortable. If you put your mind to it, you can entertain a host or a multitude of social events. Take care of your personal needs. All right, you're going to do a lot. You're going to do some entertainment. Yeah, you can entertain or host multitude of social events. I like social events. I don't like to clean up after these events. Like, I don't mind having people come over because I'm really considering once a month having a spades party because I like playing spades. I like playing spades, and I don't spend enough time having fun. And one of the things I like is spades. So I'm really considering starting a spades party once a month at my house. Come over, play some spades, drink some wine. That's what listen to some music, just have a good time. So, as a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna do that. I really do because I love playing spades. That's one of my favorite. I love playing games. So it could be game night, it could be spades, it could be any kind of game. But I think that's what I'm gonna do once a month at my house. So I said all that to say, I don't have a big house for entertaining. However, you do, Aquarius, so do your thing. I just don't like the cleanup afterwards. Oh, that part. All right, last but not least, my fellow fish Pisces, try to bend to their wishes. If you want to avoid conflict, someone may be trying to pull the wool over your eyes. You may not be that popular at home, but you should be able to shine at social gatherings. All right, fish, what have we done at home that we're not that popular? I don't know. Yeah, but at social gatherings, we're going to be the bomb diggity baby. But at home, not so much. Anyway, someone is trying to pull the wool over your eyes. Here's the thing. Do not let them. Do not let them pull the wool over your eyes. As a matter of fact, just tell them, get out of my face. All right? In the meantime, try to fix what's on the home front. If there's a problem on your home fronts, try to fix that. And try to bend in their wishes if you want to avoid conflict. Now, that's a problem for us sometimes. Like, that's real hard for us to try to bend to somebody's wishes to avoid conflict. Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's not our conflict most of the time. And when it is, we figure out how to deal with it. Turn on TikTok. TikTok, baby, TikTok. All right, so this is what happens when I get a lot of good rest, right? So I'm in rare form. I am. And I'm freezing right now because I still didn't get my jacket. All right. Anyway, have a good time today, fish. Have a good time. You're going to shine at social gatherings. I'm not planning on going anywhere today, so I don't know what social gathering that's going to be unless it's going to be virtual. And maybe it is going to be virtual. I started out my day virtually on a social gathering, and I probably picked up a new client, which is pretty doggone cool. Love it when I do that. All right, that's all the horoscopes I got for you today. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thiason. So listen here, I got breaking news out of Lawrenceville, y'all. Breaking news out of Lawrenceville. The Stranger Things scarecrow was stolen from the courthouse lawn. No, that wasn't from us. I thought that was from our lawn in downtown Lawrenceville. Anyway, this is in Jackson. Somebody stole the scarecrow. That looked like our lawn, but that's not our lawn. Somebody stole the scarecrow. So they had a scarecrow from Stranger Things downtown on the lawn in Jackson, and somebody stole it. This wife and husband team put together this really cute scarecrow, put a guitar in his hand, and put it downtown on the lawn and on the square in Jackson, and somebody stole it. Yeah, I just had to tell y'all that story because I thought that. So the scarecrow was really cute, but yeah, I could see why somebody probably wanted that because they did a really good job. Had on a wig, had on a jacket, a pants, had a guitar in his hand. It was a scarecrow, and it looked like something straight out of a movie. So it was a Stranger Things themed scarecrow, and somebody liked it so much they stole it. I bet it was some kids. I had to tell y'all that because I'm like, okay, who stole the freaking scarecrow? Who stole the scarecrow from downtown? Somebody stole the scarecrow. That's hilarious, y'all. Hilarious. Somebody got a scarecrow sitting in their yard right now. All right, let's keep this train rolling. Little Bern Police Department has announced a new initiative called the Vulnerable Citizens Registry Program. This volunteer registry will provide the police department with emergency contact information, detailed physical descriptions known routines, and special needs of individuals who reside in the city. Most importantly, this information will assist officers in communicating with, attending a residence of, or dealing with an emergency involving such individuals. They say our law enforcement agency will be a pioneer in the Southeast as it relates to implementing safety initiatives. I think that's amazing. Now, some people are going to say that's an invasion of privacy. I get it. I understand, because now you're giving all these details about yourself to the police. But by the same token, if you know that that's a program that could help you and your family, and you don't have anything to hide, the key word there being you don't have anything, the key words there being anything that you don't have anything to hide, this may be a great opportunity for you to make sure your family is safe. But anyway, check with the city of Lilburn, the police department, to find out more information about that and how you can get involved. You want to put your family information in the database, especially children. I think when I think about small children that go missing, because so many children go missing, this may be a great opportunity for you to put things into the system. So God forbid that should ever happen. So it's called the Vulnerable Citizens Registry, and if you go to the cityoflilburn.com, you can probably find more information about it there. So check that out. I think that's a great program. All right, let's keep this train moving, baby. Let's keep this train moving. I know some people are like, well, we're not putting out information in no system. I get it. I got it. All right, Gwinnett County Police Department introduces Neighbors in Uniform. Oh, Lord, what does that mean? A video series highlighting the real-life friendships and relationships between Gwinnett police officers and residents premieres today. Yep, well, it premiered already. The focus is unveiling the police department's mission to improve the quality of life in the Gwinnett community through delivery of professional services in an unbiased and compassionate manner. The department is introducing Neighbors in Uniform series. That's pretty doggone cool. So anyway, the series is going to make sure it bridges the gap between our community and our law enforcement. And I think that's great, because here's the thing. They work for the police department, but they are our neighbors. They are. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's really a nice initiative too, as well, to have that as a part of what we're doing. So I like that. I think that's great. I really do. All right. So Neighbors in Uniforms, that's really cool. All right, so Gwinnett County, Georgia Gwinnett College has received a $3.7 million grant that's going to help address the teacher shortages here in Gwinnett County. So we have a lot of kids. We have over 180,000 kids in our school systems, but we have a teacher shortage. And I think a lot of that became a problem during the COVID pandemic, because people, teachers decided they can work from home, and then they started figuring out other ways to make money. And some of them said, I don't want to go back into the classroom. Then we had those who went back into the classroom who were like, you know what, this is not working, because these kids have been home for a year and a half and they have lost their minds. I don't want to be bothered with these little crazy kids because they done been home. So that's what they're saying. But so that left us with a teacher shortage. But to address the teacher shortage, the School of Education at Georgia Gwinnett College has been awarded a teacher quality grant from the U.S. Department of Education of more than $3.7 million, dispersed over 5 years. So GGC is the only Georgia institution among 22 schools nationwide selected to receive this funding. The grant will provide funding for 40 GGC students to complete a year of residency, in addition to induction support during their first 2 years of teaching in Gwinnett County public school system. The TQP program funds teachers' preparation programs in high-need communities at colleges and university for undergraduate students, and for teaching residency program for individuals new to teaching with strong academic and professional background. So this is going to help those who are new to teaching, those who are thinking about going into teaching. Hopefully we can get more teachers into qualified, passionate, compassionate teachers into our school system, because our kids need that. They need teachers who not only can be teachers, but also mentors, and also who can coach them. I used to want to be a coach. I want to be a high school life coach. That would be pretty cool. I wish I don't even know if they had that. I think that was supposed to be what the guidance counselor did. Be a high school life coach. I think that's a great, to me, if I had to pick a career option other than being an entrepreneur, it would have been a high school life coach, because I love helping people. And I feel like now, if I had known when I graduated high school what I know now, my life would probably have been a lot different. But I didn't know, and that's because my mother gave me the best of what she could, because she didn't know a lot of the stuff that I know now, because a lot of it just wasn't readily available like it is right now. So, that's a lot. But anyway, that grant is going to help future students become teachers and leaders, and also going to help those who are new to the teaching profession get better at what they do, and that, therefore making our education for our kids even better and stronger, and making them better and stronger people and better contributors to our community. So that's pretty cool. So did you know the colors of the rainbow flag associated with the LGBTQ community have meaning? I did not, but here's the meaning. I saw this and I'm like, okay, let's look at it. Red represents life. I didn't know that. Orange is for healing. Yellow is the sun. Green symbolizes nature, and blue is for peace. The Gwinnett County Sheriff Department stands with you. So that's what it stands for. It's LGBTQ plus History Month, and that's what the colors stand for. I never knew what they represent. I just saw the colors, and here's the crazy thing: they're always the same. They're always the same, but I didn't know what they represented. But anyway, that's what they stand for. Red represents life. Orange is for healing. Yellow is the sun. Green symbolizes nature, and blue is for peace. And so the Gwinnett County Sheriff says, you know what, we stand with you. That's right. We are about diversity here in our county, baby. That's what we are about. Yes, we are about diversity. Because it's 983,000 residents or more. That was the last count living in this county, and there are a bunch of different cultural and ethnicities here. So why not, represent everybody? Why not embrace us all? I know we may not all agree on what life should be, but we can at least respect each other's ethnicity and cultures. Okay. Jackson EMC Foundation awards $87,000 to agencies serving Gwinnett County residents. Jackson EMC is always giving away money. I'm gonna read. Hey, I got a show that serves this community. I need to reach out to them though. I think that's pretty cool. The Jackson EMC Foundation Board of Directors awarded a total of $102,000 in grant for organizations during its September meeting, including $87,000 serving Gwinnett County. So the grants included $15,000 to Good Samaritan Health Centers of Gwinnett County and Norcross for technology needs to operate its two full-service primary medical and dental care clinics serving uninsured patients in Gwinnett County. That's important, y'all, because there are a lot of people in Gwinnett County who don't have insurance. They can't afford to go to the doctor or the dentist. So anything to help them is a great thing. $15,000 also went to Hebrew Community Health Center, Inc. in Lawrenceville, a nonprofit providing low-income uninsured Gwinnett residents with medical and dental care to fund the Next Step project, which provides diagnostic referrals and testing and prescription medication and supplies. $15,000 went to Hope Clinic, Inc. in Gwinnett County for its mental health service program to uninsured patients in Banks, Borough, Clark, Franklin, Gwinnett, Hall, Jackson, and Madison counties. $15,000 went to Junior Achievement of Georgia, Inc. for program materials and supplies for the J.A. BizTown and J.A.'s Finance Park interactive program that teaches the concept of financial literacy, business entrepreneurship, career readiness in middle schools and to students in Gwinnett County. Now, I got to tell y'all something. Our J.A. program here in Gwinnett County, it is the bomb. BizTown is nice. I went to BizTown. I felt like a little kid in the candy store. It is gorgeous, y'all. It's over there. It's on the front side of Discovery High School, and it is really nice. Like the way that thing is set up, it feels like you walking into a mall of businesses. I was like, this needs to be a real thing. It is really, really nice. Like, I love the setup. I would love to have a studio in there. And I asked them, like, how much does it cost? And I probably could have a studio in there for $25,000 a year. That's not a lot when you look at it. It's like $2,000 a month. But it's $25,000 because we asked, like, how much is it to have a business in here? And it was like $25,000. I was like, woo, that's a lot. But it's beautiful. The problem is there are no people in there. The kids come in there at certain times of the day, but it wouldn't really make sense for me to have a business in there unless people are able to come in there and do business with me. But right now, it's not set up that way. It's set up for the kids to come in at a certain time of the day to do business with the businesses that are in there. We have great business like Cricket Wireless, Cricket Mobile is in there. There's a restaurant in there. What else did I see? I think I saw Truist Bank in there. Primerica's in there. It's a whole lot of them. I can't even remember. Anyway, that's really cool. $15,000 also went to Neighborhood Cooperative Ministries in Norcross for its Emergency Rental Assistance Program, which provides matching funds to assist clients with 1 month's housing costs. $12,000 went to Northeast Georgia Care DBA Choices Pregnancy Center in Gainesville for its Baby Counts program, which provides educational materials on parenting skills to pregnant women and to new parents in Broward County, Gwinnett, Hall, Jackson, and Clark. Jackson EMC Foundation grants are made possible by the 207,600 participant cooperative members who have their monthly electric bill. Oh, so I have Jackson EMC. So when I pay my gas and electric bill, a portion that go into this fund, okay, that's why Jackson EMC gives away so much money. Because I kept saying to myself, boy, Jackson EMC gives away a lot of money every year. So that's why. So that when you pay your electric bill, is rounded up to the next dollar through the Operation Roundup program. And because we do that, that money goes into a fund to the found. That is really, really cool. I love that. I like it a lot. It's like the Spare Change program. So that the Spare Change program has funded 1,779 grants to organizations and 417 grants to individuals, putting more than $18.5 million back into the local community since the program started in 2005. I love it. I have Jackson EMC. So that is amazing. I like that a lot. I didn't know how they did that. That's great. That is absolutely great. All right, listen, I'm going to go to your song, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to talk to you a few minutes about business. Because it is Talk Business Tuesday, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about business. So stay tuned. I'll be right back after this song.
You're the only one I think about, yeah. You're the only one for me. The only one I care about, yeah. About, yeah. Thinking about you day and night, yeah. You're the only one for me. I just wanna get it right, yeah. Right, yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. You're the one I'm thinking of. Come on and take my love. Let's go and we can fly away. Taking off to the sky, it's you and me tonight. Whoa, baby. You know there was something special. Baby boy, you are my treasure. I know we got it, baby. Got it, baby. Yeah, yeah. I knew that it was something special. Baby boy, you are my treasure. I know we got it, baby. Got it, baby. That I would be your girl. Ooh, yeah, yeah. You're the one I'm thinking of. Come on and take my love. Let's go and we can fly away. We're taking off to the sky. It's you and me tonight. Whoa, baby. You know there was something special. Baby boy, you are my treasure. I know we got it, baby. Got it, baby. Yeah, yeah. I knew that it was something special. Baby boy, you are my treasure. I know we got it, baby. Got it, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I know we got it, baby. Got it, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Welcome back. So listen, guys, it's Talk Business Tuesday, and I want to give y'all a couple of business ideas that you can start for practically pennies on the dollar. And these are businesses that you can actually make money. Now, I'm gonna start out by saying this: you can make money with all the things that I talk about, but here's the thing: it's not gonna happen because you want to make it. You really have to put in the work. But I want to talk about a couple of things that are pretty simple to get started, and you could probably do it for like under $100 to start out, like really, because it's that simple to get started. So the first thing I want to talk about is something pretty simple, and this is pretty much free. If you have knowledge in something that you are really good at, right? Let's say you're really good at writing books, right? And you're really good at writing books in 30 days or less. Let's say that you're really good at writing books in 30 days or less. You could come up with a course about how to write your first book in 30 days or less. Now, chances are that title is already out there, so don't take that title. But you can create your own version of that title and then write an ebook, which is pretty much a short book about 20 pages, 24 pages, right? An ebook can be 12 pages, but I say 24 to make people really feel like they're getting an ebook. You write an ebook, you lay the ebook out the way it's supposed to. You can start it out in Microsoft Word, set it up like in a book format. So let's say you set it up in when you set your margins, you're going to do 6x9. That's the size of a book, right? So 6x9. And then you write the book up. And the way you start out writing a book, you write out an outline about what you want to talk about. So and it's an ebook, it's only going to be 25 pages. So you write out the 5 topics that you want to talk about in this ebook. And this will be for anything that you're good at that you want to talk about. You can write an ebook about that. So let's say, my husband is really good at pharmaceutical, right? That's his thing. Pharmaceutical, he's been in a long time. He could actually write an ebook about career opportunities and how to land a job in pharmaceutical. He could write that book because he knows everything that they're asking. And one time he actually wrote the book, we just never published it. I don't know why we didn't publish the book, but anyway, he could write an ebook about that and sell that ebook all over the world because people may want to get into the pharmaceutical industry, and he knows exactly what to talk about in that book. Things I can tell you a couple things. I can tell you what a V blender is, and I can tell you what a coding machine does, and a tablet press. That's because he's talked about that to me. But there's so much more that goes into being to getting a career in that space, and then he could talk about that because he interviews people. He's a senior manager. He's a senior team lead in his company. He interviews people. He knows the questions that you need to be able to answer. He could write an ebook about that, and then he could put that ebook for sale on Amazon. Now, what is that going to cost him? That's going to cost him some time to actually write the book. Now, here's a quick way to write the book. Write down your topics, whatever they are. Let's say you're good at fixing a car. Let's say you're good at fixing the carburetor, right? You're good at fixing the carburetor. People don't even know if they have a carburetor problem. So the first thing you want to do is help people identify that they have a carburetor problem. So you're going to write, that's going to be topic number 1. Then you're going to write out, first you're going to write, what is a carburetor? 1. How to recognize if you have a carburetor problem? 2. Where to get carburetor parts? 3. What to look for in a mechanic that does carburetors? 4. Right? How long should the carburetors last? 5. How often should you change it? What makes it goes out? These are the things you can put in your book about carburetors, right? You put that in the book about carburetors, and it could be Carburetors 101 for the person who knows nothing about cars. That could be your title. I'm giving you that. The person that know how to fix a carburetor. Carburetors 101, the book about the ebook about carburetors for the person who knows nothing about it. That's your title. That's your book. Then you go online and you find you a carburetor, a picture of a carburetor. Now here's the thing: do not find a picture of a carburetor that somebody owns. So you're going to look for a royalty-free carburetor picture, and you're going to put that on your cover. You're going to lay your book out 6x9 in Microsoft Word. You're going to put your carburetor and your title on the front. You're going to do the inside of your book. Now you may be saying, Audrey, I do not have time to sit down and write a book. So what I'm going to tell you, if you carry this little computer in your pocket called a cell phone, there's a recording system on your phone. Just sit there, look at your outline, and talk into your phone about each outline section. So let's say the first section is, what is a carburetor? You're going to sit there and talk into your phone. A carburetor is a blah, 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 and it does this, that, and the third. And this is why it's important to the vehicle, and this is how you should maintenance it, right? Chapter number 1 finished. Now, I'm making that sound real simple, but you know more about carburetors than I do. I know the name. That's about all I know. You're going to talk that whole chapter into your phone. Then you're going to save that chapter into a file on your computer or on your phone. Then you're going to talk chapter 2. You're going to do the same thing. Chapter 3 is the same thing. Chapter 4. Once you finish all your chapters, you're going to add those chapters to maybe a Dropbox or Microsoft Microsoft OneDrive, right? You're going to save it somewhere. And then if you don't know how to lay out the book, you're going to go over to Fiverr, Fiverr.com. You're going to go over to Fiverr. You're going to find somebody that's going to transcribe the audio that you recorded in your phone. Then once they transcribe the audio, you're going to find somebody who's going to take that transcription and turn it into chapters for your book based on the size of the book, which is a 6x9, right? Then you're going to find somebody who can take that book and turn it into an e-publishing file for Amazon. They're going to turn that book, they're going to take your covers, they're going to turn it into a whole e-publishing file, and you're going to open up an Amazon account if you don't already have one, and you're going to upload your ebook to KDP eBooks. That stands for Kindle Publishing. That's what you're going to do. That's going to cost you probably $100 to get done. Now you have an ebook sitting over on the largest retail store in the world, Amazon, for you to sell. And then you're going to put out to all your friends, I just wrote an ebook on carburetors. Now that's making it sound pretty simple, which it is, but that's a great way for you to create a stream of income based on what you know. You may be an insurance adjuster, right? You can follow that same format for anything you do, the same format that I just talked to you about. It's that simple. Now, let's say, for instance, you don't want to talk about anything in your industry. You want to do something different. Let's say you want to do a journal. A journal has got to be the simplest thing anybody could ever do. Go to Printify or Printful. When you get over there, .com, both of those are .com. One is Printful.com, one is Printify. You pick the one you want. When you get there, you go under products and you look up journal. Only thing you have to do there is put a picture on the journal and then put it on a platform to sell. It could be Etsy, it could be Shopify. It could even be your own website. Put it on your website and start selling it. Guess what? When somebody buys that journal, and here's the thing, there's nothing inside the journal but blank pages. The only thing they're going to get is a piece of artwork from you. Now, why could that be a really good thing? Well, let's say you're an artist. You are an artist, you draw all the time. You can turn all your artwork into these beautiful journals made just by you. You don't have to write a word. You don't have to say anything. All you have to do is take a picture of your artwork and put it into one of those platforms and put it on a journal. And now they have a whole collection of journals with art by you. That is amazing. If I was an artist, I would do that. Like, that would be so what I would do. And I would just create a whole store of journals with my artwork on them. And Shopify is Shopify and Etsy are two of the best places that I know of to sell your stuff. And here's the thing, people buy it. You don't have to print it. You don't have to mail it. All you have to do is put the artwork up there and collect your money. That costs you. Now, the most money you're going to pay is $29 or $39 to Shopify if you decide to go with Shopify. If you put this on your website, you're going to pay for your hosting company, which is about $12 to $20 a month, depending on your hosting platform. But that's all the money you're going to, that's totally under $100. Totally. That's a journal. Now, if you want to get more elaborate with your journal, it's a whole lot you can do with the journals. But if you just want to keep it real simple because you're an artist and you just want to make sure people buy your art and they get to know who you are, oh my God, put them on some journals. They sell all the time. All right, so that's that. Now, let me see. What's another one you can start that's under $100? Well, since we're in the print on demand vein, let's stay in the print on demand. You want to sell candles, right? Candles with affirmations on. So let's say affirmations candle. So you can start a company called Affirm the Light, right? Affirm the Light because it's a candle. Now I'm giving you that. Take it. Somebody take it. Affirm the Light, right? Affirm the Light is going to be a line of candles, and what's going to be special about the candles is the affirmation that you put on the candle. That's what Affirm the Light is. It's the affirmation that you put on the candles. Here's the thing. You go to Printify. They have, and I think it's Printful too. They have candles already ready. You ain't got to mix up nothing. You ain't got to test nothing. All you got to do is design the label on the candle. That's it. That's all you got to do. Design the label on the candle, right? Put the picture on there. Set your store up. Create your whole line of candles, affirmation candles, and now you got a whole line of affirmation candles. The best part about that is practically free to start. You don't have to ship the candles. You don't have to make the candles. All you have to do is market and sell the candles. And once you do that, after you do that, all you have to do then is collect your money. Under $100, side hustles you can start right this weekend. You can take this weekend and start either one of those like right now. Doesn't take a lot of time. You may have a little bit of a learning curve if you don't know how to use Shopify. But if you spend a little bit of time, you can figure it out. Now, I can tell you this. I have looked at Etsy and I have looked up Shopify. I had a store on Shopify. I can tell you that Etsy is a lot more detail to go into Etsy shops. They say it's simple, right? And it is simple to set the page up, but when you go down to put the products in there, it's so much information you have to put in per product. I looked at that and I was like, okay, I don't even want to bother with that. Like, that's just because I had 74 products to put on Etsy. And when I looked at all of the information I had to put in per product, and then they tell you need at least 1,000 to even make money, I'm like, okay, way too much. I just didn't want to do that. On Amazon, not on Amazon, on Shopify, I didn't have that many products. I probably think I had a couple of hundred total, but it wasn't optimized right, and I still made sales. Now, I made sales and it scared the daylights out of me, and I closed the store down, but I'm going to open up a new store. But anyway, you can start either one of those three. Just go to those sites and just pick a print-on-demand product and just start selling it. That's a side hustle. And pretty much anything on print-on-demand is under $100. And you don't have to do the work yourself. You just come up with the creatives, which is the artwork to put on those products, and you can sell them. And if you're looking for a side hustle, this could be a great side hustle. If you have any extra money to put into something, put it into something like that. Put it into an ebook. Put it into a journal. Put it into some kind of print-on-demand product. You can create a whole brand, a whole print-on-demand brand under your brand ID, and never touch the products except for to get samples and see if you really like them. And that's all under $100, y'all. All under $100. You can be a consultant. If you know you are good in something, launch a consulting business. What you need a website. You need a good picture, and that's it. Under $100, because you know what you know. If you know your stuff, you know what you know. Then you start a consulting business. Now you got to market all of these things. They are under $100 to start, but you have to definitely get out there and start marketing. You probably gonna have to get you some business cards. If you're gonna be marketing in person, but you could do it. And even with the business cards, go to Vistaprint. Vistaprint, you can get the most. People look at my business cards, and I have a ton of them, different ones. They look at my business cards all the time, like, oh my God, these are beautiful. Where'd you get them? I'm like, Vistaprint. Vistaprint, yes, Vistaprint. I've been getting my cards from Vistaprints forever. You can do anything you want on Vistaprint. Raised ink, foil ink, square, round, upside down, anything you want on Vistaprint. Come out with the most beautiful cards. Get you some business cards, set up your website, get you a domain name. I just recently found out that Wix has some really nice sites. Templates. You can go to Wix, get you a little Wix site. It looks amazing, and put your store right on there. I'm telling y'all, it's not that hard, but you have to be committed to your side hustle. I'm not telling anybody quit their jobs. I'm saying be committed to your side hustle to make the extra money. That's the thing. People say, I want to make some extra money, but you don't want to commit. It's going to take commitment. So you can't not work, all day and then come home and say, I'm so tired, I can't do. That doesn't work. I'm going to tell you that right now. It doesn't work. Yes, you're tired, but you still got to put at least 1 hour in when you get home to the business. At least. Because if you put in 1 hour a day, that's 7 hours a week. That's 7 hours moving you towards the goal you say you want. But you can't not come home and then spend the next 3 hours sitting in front of the TV because you done work 7 hours, 8 hours, or whatever it is, and think the business is not going to work. I'm just going to tell you that right now. I get it, you're tired. I'm tired most days too. But here I am, like I'm up 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock at night looking at videos because that's my quiet time when I should be sleeping sometime, most of the time, right? Then I'm up at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning taking notes and watching videos because I need that motivation to kick off my day. You could do it, but it's going to take commitment. And there are so many ways for you to make that extra money right now without having to spend a lot of money. All right? All right, that's all I got for you. I'm going to go to my last song, then I'm going to come back and bring you my words of inspiration for the day, so stay tuned.
Traveling only in my head. From the past to future play. Or change, yeah. My emotions are valid, but the goal is not to be triggered every time. Never mind, it's just life. It's okay for my sanity. Perfect peace, and I'll forever and always be here, present. evolving in the universe, working itself out. All that I have is all that I need, but to actualize it, I can't doubt, no doubt. My emotions are valid, but the goal is not to be triggered every time. Never mind, it's just life. It's okay for my sanity. I choose peace and I'll forever and always be present. I am enough as I am. I am fully equipped. Even when the tide and the current start to share, I am adaptable. I am adaptable. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Safe for me to be grounded in the present moment. I honor God when I honor me. I honor God when I honor you. You honor God when you honor me. If you don't honor God, how could you honor me? Honor me.
Honor me. That's nice, right? That's called Mantra, presents by King Sis. I love it. I am adaptable. I am adaptable. I'm messing up the song, but anyway. All right, so listen, I gotta go, y'all. I done went over my time again today. So I want to give you my words of inspiration for the day. Here it goes. It says, all things are difficult before they are easy. Say it one more time because somebody need to hear it. One more again. All things are difficult before they are easy. Thomas Fuller said that, and he was right. I just talked to y'all about some businesses that you can start for under $100, and they are simple, right? But they are difficult to grow. And here's the thing: they're going to be difficult until you master how to grow them. But once you master how to grow them, then they become easy. But you got to be prepared to make the commitment to master them. If you have not made the commitment to master them, they will definitely be difficult forever. Because you have not put in the time you need to make it work. You can do it. And they are going to be difficult out the end. Yes, there are simple things to start, but you still have to grow them. You can't say this junk don't work. And I hear that a lot with network marketing. Because what people don't understand, that it is a business, which means you cannot rely on your upline because you're in business. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. But that does not mean that your upline is responsible for your success. You're responsible for your success. I've been in plenty of network marketing companies before, and it is difficult. But what I've found is that if you're passionate about whatever it is you're selling and you're committed to making it work, it'll work. You can't say it doesn't work. Only the people at the top is working for it. They got to the top because they made the commitment to make it work. That's how they got to the top. Yes, it's difficult, but it will become easier once you make the commitment to get it done. All right. That's all I got for you today. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent the last hour and 3 minutes with me, and I love you and appreciate you for that. Listen, be sure to connect with me on all my social media on the Good Morning Gwinnett, and be sure to, if you miss any episodes of the show, go to goodmorninggwinnett.com to listen to all past episodes there and to read some amazing articles. Yes, I'm loving the new site, y'all. Check it out, goodmorninggwinnett.com. Also, download the app from the App Store. We have to do an upgrade on the app because it does not look like the website, so we're going to be doing that. However, you can still download the app from the App Store. So whether you have an Android phone or an Apple phone, there's an app in your App Store for the Good Morning Gwinnett Show. Pretty soon you'll be able to get it on any phone because we're working on some new stuff. So be sure to check it out right now. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. God willing. You guys stay safe out there. And until next time, my friends, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.